信を確認。
Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Revived Witch. Now in today's video I have got a very helpful and interesting video, and hopefully this video actually helps a lot of you guys because you can actually start saving your materials for these two specific characters. So in today's video what I'm going to be talking about is two specific characters that I recommend people to actually start saving for. These two characters are absolutely good. However, there's one particular character out of those two that I'm going to talk about that I actually feel like a lot of people should go ahead and summon for. But yeah, before I actually do that guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Revived Witch. Let's get to 10k subscribers. At 10k subscribers I will be doing a giveaway, so definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, let's get right into the video. Now obviously there's a lot of characters that will be coming out in the future in the Revived Witch. We also know some of the character skills as well. If you guys haven't seen it, there is a video on YouTube that goes over unreleased dolls, but dolls that were released in the CN server. There's also the Bilibili website, which is where I actually use. I will make another video going over unreleased dolls in the future as well, and which ones are good. But yeah, in today's video we're going to be taking two specific characters. Now I'm not really too sure entirely on the release date for these characters, but I do know that those two characters get released when chapter 5 gets released. So right now in Adventure we only have chapter 1 all the way to chapter 4. However, when we get the update for chapter 5, there is going to be two particular banners coming around that same time, and that is making me think that when we get chapter 5, those two characters will come. Now that's actually going to be a lot sooner than we actually think, because everyone has obviously finished all chapter 1 and chapter 4, so there's obviously an incentive for the game developers to go ahead and release the chapter 5. Obviously I'm not saying chapter 5 is going to come out this month. It's probably going to come late December or early January. That is my take on when those two characters will be coming out. So it's actually very good that we can have an estimation of when chapter 5 will be coming out, and now we can actually go ahead and start saving. We should hopefully get enough materials at the end of our saving to actually go ahead and pity one of the character, and hopefully try our luck with the second character that will be coming out. Okay, so let's take a look at the two characters I am talking about. The first one and the main one I'm particular about is Cathrine. Cathrine is an absolute beast in terms of a tank guardian unit. So she is actually a physical guardian unit, which is amazing because I can actually pair her up with Ella, and Ella will be absolutely fantastic. So this is a great addition to the physical team. Magic Team still has one of the best tanks in the game. However, I'm not really too sure who's better between Cathrine and A Fallen, because yeah, they're both actually pretty good. Maybe Cathrine over here has a little bit of an edge in terms of the amount of damage she can actually be immune to. So yeah, let's take a look at her skills. So Cathrine, she is a UR Sulfur Guardian character. Now Cathrine's first skill is actually a charge skill. So charge skills in Revived Witch are actually amazing. So a lot of the top tier characters in the game do have a charge ability. We have Turnell, we have Amanami, and who else has a charge ability? No, not her. There's other characters that have a charge ability, but most of them are top tier units. So obviously this means that her skill are going to be very good. So the skill is becomes immune to 5 physical hits, increases physical and magical defense by 3% of max health for 10 seconds, absorbs all damage taken by allies, recovers 30% of physical defense value as HP / second. Okay, wait a minute, sorry. So not only is she immune to damage, she's also able to heal with her charge ability that you don't even have to press. It automatically goes by itself. It means this character is absolutely going to be very tanky. If you compare this first skill with what's it called, A Fallen, I would definitely say this one is a lot better. Yeah, with A Fallen's skill, it only costs 2 of the order energy, so it's quite easy to actually use it. But because it's a charge ability, you don't even have to pay attention to it. It actually goes by itself. A Fallen isn't a auto type character if you think about it, because you have to be there to make sure that you press the first skill where you become immune to damage. Sometimes that can be very helpful in some stages where the boss deals a huge amount of damage. If you time it right, that can actually give you a hedge, because your units will not die. A Fallen will not die because she's immune to damage. However, if you want to run like auto stuff, this isn't going to be a very good skill because most of the time you're probably going to be using someone else's first skill. For example, I use A Fallen and another attacker. I use the auto energy from that. So that's why with Cathrine over here, having a charge ability that automatically goes by itself, giving her increased defense, giving her immune to damage, 5 physical hits. Wait a minute, 5 physical hits. So one, I believe that's like one every few seconds. So she becomes immune for about 5 seconds, I think. If I am, no, not 5 seconds, about 3 seconds, I think, if my calculation is right, which I don't think it is, but yeah, it might be 3 seconds immunity. And she's also able to recover her HP based on physical defense. Going over to her second skill, Flag of Glory. This is her chaos ability, which costs 3 chaos energy, sorry. So it creates a shield with 120% of Cathrine's physical defense for all allies, grants them Light of Glory every 5 seconds, dealing 180% of own attack as physical damage to all enemies, stuns them for 5 seconds, and reduce the defense by 60% of Cathrine's physical defense. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. A Fallen is good. Cathrine is also good, but I would actually say Cathrine is a little bit above A Fallen in terms of skills and potential that she has, because she's able to stun, she's able to do huge AoE damage, she's also able to give you shield, she's also immune to damage, she's also able to recover HP, and she's also able to absorb damage taken by your allies. This character is absolutely stacked and definitely a must summon for. Well, I don't like saying must summon for. Let's not say must summon for, but absolutely a beast that you guys should actually go ahead and save for. Save for this character right now in the global server. We are getting one more upcoming banner. I would definitely recommend you guys to skip on the Nana banner, skip on the Metamorphosis banner if you guys are free to play. Obviously, if you're Wells, go ahead and summon. I probably will do the discount for Metamorphosis just to see if I get lucky, and then I probably will start saving all the way until the chapter 5 gets released, until Cathrine gets released. She is going to be the main pick in the 2 characters I'm going to talk about because she is absolutely stacked with ability. So that is Cathrine over there. Moving on to the second character that I recommend people to save for, we have Shire or Share. Now, Shire or Shire, I'm sorry if I butchered the character's name, is a UR character. She's a soulful unit and she is a healer. We also have a very good healer currently in the game, Turnell. She absolutely is stacked with abilities. So let's take a look at what Shire can do. Let's see if she's going to be better than Turnell and see if she's going to completely outshine Turnell. So going over to her first skill, Creator Light. So this is 2 Auto Energy, recovers 180% of Shire's attack as HP for all allies, and grants them a shield resisting 1 hit. So when it says resisting, does that mean like immune to 1 hit? If that is it, then that is actually nice. That is very good. Going over to a second skill, which costs 4 chaos energy, quite expensive, I am not gonna lie. Recovers 180% of Shire's attack as HP for all allies, and increases the crit chance by 30% of Shire's crit. Grants allies Blessing of Life, which is when dealing damage, increases crit by 1.8%, can stack 30 times. So 30 times 1.8 is 54%. So that is a 54% if you're able to stack it all the way to 30 times. If you're going through like boss stages where you need to take your time, this is going to be an absolute good skill. I'm not really too sure how crit damage works in this game. Actually, it should basically be the same in other games. So there is crit and there's crit damage, if you guys don't know. With your increase of crit, it also increases the amount of time you can deal crit damage. This Blessing of Light only lasts for 10 seconds. Wait, so I don't think you will be able to get the maximum hit of 30 times, but still, if you pair that up with like the 30% original increase in crit, as well as maybe another 30%, that's a 60% overall boost from Shire, and then your characters should have their own crit chance as well. So overall, it should be around about 80% crit for each characters if you think about it. However, yeah, she's meant to be a healer. She does provide you with some buff, which is crit. I'm not really too sure how crit would be, if crit would be better than increase in attack. So if I go over to Turnell real quick, let's see what Turnell stuff is. So increase all allies, place Night Wish on them. Night Wish increases those attack by 32% of Turnell's damage and damage dealt by 15%. So yeah, with Turnell, she has a charge ability, and this just automatically gives your characters increased attack and increased damage dealt. So I wouldn't say Shire is like completely better than Turnell. You can, if you have Turnell, I guess there's no reason for you to go for Shire, but she's also a very good character if you want to deal increased damage in some of the boss stages. Going over to her passive, Dark Reincarnation, When an ally lands a crit, increases damage and healing done by 1% up to 20%. She's definitely S tier character, S tier healer. Not really too sure, like I said, if she's better than Turner, because we do need to test her out. So overall, a great healer alongside your other characters in the game. So yeah, those are the two recommended characters to save for at the moment, because yeah, they are absolutely broken. If you guys were trying to decide which one you should specifically go for, I would definitely recommend Cathrine. She is definitely going to be the one I would recommend people to save for first, and then if you have enough materials, if you get very lucky on the Cathrine banner, use your resources to summon on the Shire banner and you should be good. So Cathrine is going to be a mainstay tank in the future. If you have A Fallen, I'm not saying A Fallen is going to be completely useless. A Fallen is still going to be great, but Shire with a charge ability is just gonna like start taking PvP by storm, and yeah, it's going to be very hard to start killing full teams if you don't have what's called Cathrine over here. And I believe Cathrine also is basically a physical defense character, so if you pair her up with Ella in the future, that could be very nice. So yeah, that is it. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Stay tuned for more content on Revived Witch. Tell me down in the comment section if you guys are going to start saving, or you guys are still going to summon for Nana and Metamorphosis. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony.